Welcome back to the shop. My name is Mark. This is the Malarkey Taylor channel. Today we are working on a carport to cover my camper. Yesterday we got started on it and we got some of the bases down. We got the stone spread out. But today my brothers and my dad are coming over to help me get the trusses up and hopefully the roof on. The one slight caveat is that it's pretty windy today, and that is a really hard thing to do in the wind because the wind can catch a panel and try to cut your head off. So we're delayed start a little bit. We're gonna start around 9 o'clock and try to get this started, and if the wind hopefully dies down, we can start putting the paneling on the roof. All of this is to try to cover our camper, which had a leak earlier this year, and there's a whole video about that, and I could remember which corner it's in. It's one of these corners here. I think it's that one. No, it's gotta be that one. No, it's gotta be that one. Yeah, it's, no, that, I don't know. Anyway, I probably won't pull the camera out to video much. I'm not really good at doing that when there's a bunch of people around. But I will try to put you guys on time lapse and see if I can get that time lapse to run all day. And then I'll bring you all back in at the end of it and show you how much progress we made. And hopefully, I mean, with any luck, we'll have that camper parked in there tonight, and then we won't have to worry about that thing leaking and rotting out anymore. So that's about it. Without further ado, we're gonna get to it. Welcome back. It's day 3, I guess. Technically day 3 of this build. I had a lot of help yesterday. I just put you guys on time lapse. Now, trying to finish this out. We got the main structure up, the top parts, and now I'm trying to put the additional, it looks like there are 12 panels left to go. And trying to do that, it's very difficult to do as a one-man operation, but I'm going to try to get as much done as I can. I don't know that I have any help coming over anytime soon, so we had some issues with getting the right height. It's a lot taller to get up there to the peak than I was anticipating. This is a 14-foot structure, but I guess that means that that's 14 foot to the bottom of that cross piece there, and just that extra 18 inches or something to be able to get up onto the top was too much for our mobile rig, and it presented a lot of challenges. So I'm going to throw you guys back on time lapse and get as much of this done as we can. Okay, so that half is done, and I am mildly okay with it. It's very difficult to put these screws in. For whatever reason, they are not self-tapping like they should be. They won't drill the pilot hole, and even though this is a used shed, we have not hit like a reused a hole yet. But for whatever reason, those screws are ridiculously hard to put in, and I end up just sitting there wailing on them for a while, which is not easy to do when you're all the way up at the top of that ladder. So it is very exhausting of my muscles because I am weak computer guy. But we're gonna make a run, see how much more of this we can get done. It's about 12:30 now, and I'm gonna go till I can't use arms anymore or something. Anyway, here we go. All right, well, there you have it. She's home. Home sweet home. It really didn't need to be that tall. I think if I was to do this over, I would do a 12-foot unit. But because I got this used off of Facebook Marketplace, I didn't get to pick the height. But I think it looks like a pretty good space to store kayaks, maybe bicycles. Just got to work out some pulleys or something. Well, that is a much better place for Sir Camps-A-Lot. And now we get to fix the problems that the dealer left us with. All right. I think that's going to do it for today. We got the camper awning up. We got the camper in it. It is dry. I think we're going to come down the sides a little bit more and bring in a little more tin just because of how high it is. I might put a front and a side on it down to about 12 feet so that that top section can have less water blowing in from the sides. But as it is, it will keep the snow, it will keep most of the rain off of the top of the camper, and it will give me a place where I can work on the camper and try to fix the issues and all the problems that camper dealer left me with. And it'll at least give me time to figure out when I can fit that into my schedule. But that's it for now. Thank you so much for stopping out. I'll see you again next time.